inspiration of my music magazine. The conventions I used for my magazine were a large central image, a masthead which was bold and stood out. There's a tagline at the top. There's buzzwords like inside and plus to give more information on features that are inside the magazine. There's other smaller images to sort of give more information on the features inside. And there's bold fonts and colours to make it all stand out. And there's continuity. I called my magazine Retune because it has a direct link to music, and I used alternative upper and lowercase to make it stand out even more, and it conveys a sort of attitude to the title, which is sort of what I would personally associate with R&B. The tagline, which is untuned, get ... is sort of linked to the masthead, and it asks you a question to the audience, which hopefully they would try and answer by buying the magazine. I used all the conventions listed because from research I carried out, I realised these would be popular, and this is what would make my magazine appealing to audience. I didn't challenge the conventions used because I thought if I missed one, then the potential popularity would not be as good. This is my social group for my magazine. I think it represents young adults who are into R&B, obviously. And in my opinion, I think R&B, there's a negative stereotype on it because it sort of gives the impression of bad behaviour, crime and that sort of thing. So I try to challenge these stereotypes. And an assumption made of R&B is it's predominantly black people involved. So again, I try challenging this by using images of white people, as in these two here. And the distributors that I would use to market my magazine would be IPC Media, Frontline, and Vibe Media Group. Frontline distributes successful music magazines such as Q, the same for IPC, and they distribute popular magazines such as NME, and Vibe Media Group distributes solely R&B magazines, which is what I'm more interested in, as my magazine is R&B. My target audience for the magazine is 14 to 25-year-old males and females who obviously enjoy R&B music. I personally feel that R&B music can be enjoyed by both sexes, and my age range is what it is because that's when I personally feel that R&B is mainly consumed. And social class, I put C2 and D, which is working class, because I feel that people who the target audience for the magazine may not have jobs and they are probably going to be in a lower band of class, but I would like my magazine to be open to everyone. The way I attracted my audience was using articles and features which I thought would be of most interest to them. I also used images to attract them, but I should have also used images of females because all the images in my magazine are of males, and that sort of goes against my target audience of males and females, which is what I didn't really want to do. I didn't use any features to address my audience, but I could have possibly used an editor's note to do that. And what I learned about producing a magazine is that all industries use a desktop publisher, and it's easy to place text, images and graphics accurately in these. And this is what I found out when I started using it, as I was allowed to lay it out accurately and precisely. But industries use glossy magazine paper, whereas I was only limited to the normal A4 paper. Progress I made from my preliminary task is that the conventions are critical in the magazine, and that if you don't use them, then it's probably going to appeal to anyone really. And it's also important to keep your target audience in mind at all times, so you know what they like and what they enjoy. I targeted a niche market by doing an R&B magazine, and this allowed me to be more precise and detailed on that particular subject, which is important. And these are some of the images I used. The top left images highlights one of the features of the magazine. That highlights the competition that I was doing. The one on the right highlights the feature again, and the audience can relate to it, and the pose within the photo is one that conveys an attitude which I'd associate to R&B. And the middle image is one I used for my interview. obviously that's appropriate to use an image for that, so they know who it